here we have a substantial piece of early British railway signalling equipment, which must date from the early 20th century. And it has a sort of desk bit here where there would have been papers with which the signalman would have written on the various train movements, and there's a tilting galvanometer here which we'll look into later, and above all there's a signalling handle here. What they sent with it, I'm not quite sure. I think it might well have been Morse code. So what else can we find out about it? Well, one rather good thing about it is that on the side of the case it has a list of stations or signals to which it was connected, each of which has a 2-letter code down on the right hand side. I'll show it you more plainly. That's great. So what's it like inside? I can't resist taking things like this to pieces. There's a knurled screw here, and there should have been one on that side, but it's gone. So I'll unscrew this one, a brass knurled nut, which I now remove, and I discovered this before, that now what happens is the whole thing comes off like that, revealing the inner works of the thing. I mean, it's great. So now we can see inside this thing, and the handle is exposed. I don't know what they signalled on it. Perhaps it was Morse code. And the structure of it, it's brass and solid wood. Look at the thickness of that front plate. Fascinating. But the main feature is this galvanometer plaque here in green, and it shows through the wooden case. I don't know whether it had a glass covering, I don't know. But also of great interest is the fact that out of the bottom of this box is a red and a black wire. And so I connected a low voltage to the red and black wire. And when I did so, if I pull the handle this way, the galvanometer is deflected to the right. But nothing happened when I deflected the handle the other way. Well, I thought that after all these years perhaps it's a bust, but then I thought of connecting the DC supply the other way around, and having done so, it works. So the operation of this device depends on reversing the polarity fed into the coils behind this galvanometer. So there we have it, a railway signalling device, and I'll just see if I can put the top back on like that, and then all I've got to do is put this screw in, which is a little bit difficult to get in. Yes, you have to sort of do that. But anyway, there we have an excellent piece of early British railway signalling equipment.